Greetings, comrades. I hope you are okay wherever you are. We are here to respond to your questions. Please feel free to send through your questions so that we are able to respond to questions that have been asked. Let's get into some of the questions that were posted earlier on and assist in answering those questions. And thank you so much to those that have joined us. The first question comes from a comrade is on Twitter X Space. It says Comrade Queen Nandi. She goes by the name Queen Nandi, Her Majesty. She says, when are you leaving our country? Comrade Queen, that's a difficult question because there is no country in the world that does not have migrants. Migration is a global phenomenon. What of course is wrong is that people should stay in a country in violation of the immigration laws. That is to say, without documentation. That is wrong. But to say when when are we leaving your country? You will never get an answer to that. Like I'm saying that globally, every country have people that are not born in that particular country. Some are citizens of that country because a citizen is not only a person that is born in that particular country. At times, you might say, when are you leaving our country? Not knowing that that very person that you're asking is actually now a citizen of a country. So yeah, that's how it is. Comrade Zandile Ndlovu, Mazandi, thank you. You didn't ask a question, simple, passed a comment. We thank you. And then Comrade Ndomiso Komo Zamaduna Kumalo says there is news circulating that Lopengla's grave has been found in Zambia. On your own view, is this true or is it a political thing? Look, we've heard about this Roma that the king's grave is in Zambia. I think at some point I saw some photos and some people have been writing about this. So it's not a new discovery. We've heard about it for a long time. Comrade Tabani Ngwenyas writes, how to apply a permit for the first time work or study. How does a person apply for a permit in South Africa for the first time? Firstly, you need to apply for a job when you're in your country of origin. You need to apply for a job. And you can then be invited to do an interview. If the company selects you as the best candidate, let's assume there was an advert for the job, 50 people qualified for an interview, you were one of the 50 that it went through the interview and you became the best candidate. You then get an offer letter from the company because your company will have to communicate with the Department of Labor that you were the best candidate. They didn't get a suitable qualified South African for that job. Then the Department of Labor will write they will write a confirmation letter for you, which you then apply for the visa, a work visa to work in South Africa because there's no South African that will have been available to take up that job. On a study permit, again, or study visa, you apply to any academic institution. Once you are accepted and approved that you are able to pay the fees, you then apply again to the Department of Home Affairs for a study visa, which you then get you get granted in most of the cases. So these are the things that are required. But if you do not have qualifications that I'm talking about, unfortunately, you will not qualify. At the very least, if you are not a qualified person, at the very least, what you will get is possible a partner's or spouse visa. If, say, your partner is South African or is on a permit, but it does not uh, allow you to take up employment. It is written, it will not allow you to take up employment. Then, Comrade Zamanguni, MK Mzilikazi writes, good morning. I submitted my waiver application in July last year, that is 2022. Any idea how much longer I should wait before it's out? We've been saying that we're having challenges with people that applied in 2022 whose waivers are still not out. We try our best to assist to follow up. We've said you send us your details, that is your full names, date of submission, and the reference number to 0833401000. My team will try to assist to follow up as we engage with the Department of Home Affairs. But the other thing that they've extended the ZEP and the Lesotho special permit to 2025. That is, if you have applied for a waiver, to November 2025. We suspect that it is the realization that they are taking time uh, to they are taking time to process to process these applications so that people do get. So if you applied and you are still waiting, you don't have to panic, because it means your ZEP expires in November 2025. uh, uh, Thanks, Comrade Kosinodumo Kumalo says, vele siyogugela ezizweni na, eh, we're growing old in foreign countries, but like I have answered the comrade on X space, that people do leave their homes, establish new homes. It's normal. It's normal. My comrade left England in 1985. My comrade Ian Beatles left England in 1985. He has no intentions of going back, only goes once in a blue moon to visit his family. But he doesn't want to go back to England. He wants, even if he dies, wants to be buried in Africa. So there are people like that, that were not born in a particular country, but they are now established in that country. They want that country to die even in that country. They have proper documents. They are not illegally. Yeah, it happens. And also, people have now having families. They have kids born here. If someone of my age wants to relocate, but young kids going to school, it also disrupt the kids' education where they are, in a country where they are. So, Comrade Kosnotumo Kumalo, that's what it is. Comrade Kulani Ndlovu. No, thanks. We will. It's asking about the price. We will organize on the 29th of May. It's a public holiday, since people are voting. Thanks, Comrade Ska Kampofu. We note your message. Comrade Bongani Mtetwa says, how can we establish an independent in the Ndebele state? For some years, I've noticed with great concern that in Ndebele people are not wanted and they liked both in South Africa and in Zimbabwe. Above all, I'm scared to age in foreign lands. Firstly, Comrade Bongani Mtetwa, we're engaged in a class struggle. I'm an internationalist. One of the things that we want to see is the destruction of the colonial borders. So I'm not part of people that wants to establish an independent Ndebele state. what we seek to do is to dismantle a neo-colonialism in Africa. We want the economy of Africa to be in the hands of her people. That is the majority. We want Africa to be under the dictatorship of the proletariat, where there will be no discrimination based on color, based on ethnicity. So under socialism, we will not talk of a Ndebele state where the Ndebele are grouped in their own state. No, we want to destroy that. We want dictatorship of the proletariat. We want to destroy neo-colonialism. We want to be in charge of our own economies in our continent. Comrade Tilvet Pepe says, "Hi, Mr. Mabena, though I'm always called the comrade." Says, "Hi, Mr. Mabena. Capitec is sending out SMS about the expiring of permits. It reads the permit is expiring on the 30th of June 2024. I must produce my new permit. What is the deadline on work permits?" You are going to buy me lunch, Talvet Pepe, because I always answer this question, and I even wrote that people that ask me questions that we have been discussing every day, I will charge them. So you are going to buy me lunch, Comrade Talvet Pepe. Go to the website of Home Affairs, right? I was talking to another World of Zim exemption permit, asking them to go to website of Home Affairs. You will see when you go to website, there is an like this. If you can see, I'm not sure it's clear. You just type in a website Home Affairs. You then click. It will take you to where there is but my network is a bit problematic, ZEP. Then once you click on ZEP, you will get the um, what you call Directive 3, Directive 4 of 2023. Directive 4 of 2023. My network is slow here. But just open the website of Home Affairs. Directive 4 of 2023 is a number 2 in terms of the list of documents that are there. I just checked it recently. If I checked it today earlier on. You print out that you take to Capitec, because that explains that the permit does not expire on the 30th of June 2024, as they seem to suggest in what you are asking us. And then Sabelo, Comrade Sabelo Yangwayo, I seem not to understand his question. Says that simkhipani nge-back door. I'm not sure who is referring to. So let me not speculate. Otherwise, if I speculate, I will get into trouble. Comrade Kulegani Mpofu writes, does the waiver expire if one got a positive response? Once you get a positive response, Comrade Kulegani Mpofu, you need to immediately apply for the visa, because there's no reason for you to wait. You are also going to buy me lunch, because I always answer this question. So if your waiver is out, immediately apply. There's no need for you to keep on holding on a waiver. Comrade, the last question. I think we've dealt with how to apply for a visa. Comrade Washington Nkomo says, uyahlala ninekhaya kumbe uyilawana amakhehla azodobha amabhokisi epark station. Comrade Washington Nkomo, I'm not yet retired. We retire at 65. I'm turning 54 in July, so you can prepare a present for me. So I know, like I'm saying, that there are people that obviously would want to retire, say, in their villages where they were born. There are people that will retire here in South Africa. But what is key? What is key? This is why we talk. If you check, dedicate most videos we talk about documentation because we want people to be legal in South Africa. So even if you retire but you are legal in South Africa, there's no problem. So this is why it's important that people should be legal in South Africa. This is why you need to apply. If your waiver is out, you need to apply for a general work visa so that you remain legal in the country. Otherwise, comrades, thank you so much. We will try to get some time again so that we assist in responding to some of the questions that you might have. But some questions are answered in the videos. We'll continue recording more videos so that we answer to all questions that are raised. Putin the Great, thanks, Comrade Putin the Great. Yes, Comrade Opet Bonda, you will never walk alone. We are collecting our 3 points tonight, and I know Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, everyone, they want us to lose. We are not going to lose. We are going to win. Thanks, comrades. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.